I don't need a fucking cosigner to post rhymes for controversy. I'm calculated, your validation does not concern me. You created a character you can market, but I'm sharp enough to sharpen my view. Whenever you charge him, I can...
What's going on, sports world? It is me, you know who, Taye the Loose Cannon Adams. I'm your host with the most, here to brag, boast, celebrate, and toast, and give y'all a glimpse of what I got going on, what we getting into. First and foremost, I want to say thank you for everybody for sending their best wishes out to me. I ain't been feeling good the past couple of days, still got a little stuffy nose, but I promised myself, and I promise y'all that I will put on the show, and here I am. Y'all got me. Now, before I get into the shenanigans about everything, man, this is hard. First off, I want to say, shout outs to my brother, my cousin, Kev. He my brother and my cousin, you know what I'm saying? We just got that dynamic. And I know y'all heard me say his name plenty of times on the show. Shout him out because he backs me up. He believes in me. He's incredibly loyal. And he had lost his mom, which is basically was like my second mom, Miss Tammy Crockett. No matter where I was at in life or what I was doing, whether positive or negative, she always encouraged me, always had nice, kind words to say to me, always asked me about my kids. Just an overall good, loving, warming person. It's sad that, we lost her, but not here to celebrate death. We're just really here to celebrate life. She was really one of my main supporters, somebody that always commented on my links and everything else. She will be greatly missed. I really do greatly appreciate her for everything she has done for me, everything she has said to me, just basically being a second mom and playing mediator sometimes. So rest up, Tammy. Miss you. Love you. I also want to send my condolences out to Jamil Lofton's family. I known Jamil a real long time since we was kids running around the Lower West Side and being in the King Center summer program. And even though, we took different paths in lives and didn't hang out with the same crew or run in the same circles, but it was a mutual love and it was a mutual respect. Every time I saw him, it was, hey, what's up, D? Or, shout outs to, Royal Crown, that was his brain. That was his, concept and invention. And it's just sad that, when you lose childhood people, that you grew up with. He was a real good sports fan, real big sports fan, and he participated in a lot of the youth football games Dylan's with there, so he's greatly missed, greatly loved, and greatly appreciated, See you when I get there, Mill, but hopefully not soon, because I ain't ready to go, but I know you're looking down, and I know you're going to watch, everything that's transpiring, in the sports world, and I know you chuckling, so big ups to you. I just wanted to get that, off of my chest, just tired of losing people, even though I know it's a part of life, but it's still sad and it still hurts, in many different ways. But like I said, we're not here to celebrate death, not here to glorify death. We're here to celebrate life, and we're here to always lift each other up and things like that. Say something positive, say a nice word, say a kind word, even though I'm a blunt person. The show is called, as you see it, Very Blunt Sports Podcast, but I do got a heart whether people believe that shit or not. Major announcement going on right now. It's giving me Up in Smoke Tour vibes right now. If y'all don't know nothing about the Up in Smoke Tour, I think y'all need to Google, YouTube, or whatever. But what I mean by that, the NFL Super Bowl halftime show is giving me Up in Smoke vibes. Performing at this year's halftime show, you got Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, and Eminem. Oh, I can't forget about Kendrick Lamar too. So that's probably going to be the best halftime show already. I'm already calling it because I think it's the first halftime show where it's just all hip hop. It's for the culture. There ain't no rap artists, coming out, doing a little 5-minute set, with the pop artists that they had, already wanted to headline the show. Won't y'all let me know what your favorite Super Bowl halftime performance memories is? Was it when Prince, performed at the halftime show and he did Purple Rain and it was actually raining, like while he was doing it, and then when he stopped performing, the rain stopped. Like that wasn't no rain kick, no rain box kit or whatever you want to call it. That was actual rain. Like Prince was the man. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what your favorite halftime performance is. Like, was it when people forgot that Coldplay was the headliner and Bruno Mars and Beyonce just took that shit from them? Because I don't even know one Coldplay song, to be honest with you, to even give a fuck about it. Or was it when Katy Perry, did all of that wild, crazy shit and then brought out Missy Elliott? Either way, please let me know what your favorite halftime show was. Already, I'm calling that favorite halftime show because, like I said, this show, even though it's a sports show, it's a sports podcast, but here we represent the culture and it's for the culture, and ain't nothing like blending, sports and music. I think it's a beautiful and lovely relationship of what you could do because most of the athletes or whatever, they listen to whoever, to get them, hype, get them zoned in the game or whatever the case may be. So please let me know what your favorite halftime performance is. I'm already calling this one is going to be my favorite one already because it's all hip hop. Ain't no pop act coming out. You ain't got to worry about U2 and Bono or Elton John or Lady Gaga or none of that shit. This is for the culture. This is straight hip hop. Heard Jay-Z and Rock Nation has something to do with this all hip hop halftime show. So if that's the case, definitely big ups to Jay-Z and Rock Nation. And it's about time we got a lot more culture in the Super Bowl halftime show. Like, I'm gonna actually sit there and actually watch. I mean, last year was cool with The Weeknd. He definitely, performed. He definitely showed up and showed out. But like I said, please let me know what your favorite halftime performance is. Now, we still keeping it on the hip hop level. You know what I'm saying? Because just announced also today that Big Tigger, the former host of Rap City The Basement, said that Rap City is getting revived again. This, clear boom is getting some life back into it. And that Rap City was a big part of me coming up, of what I used to watch. Real quick, they had Yo MTV Raps, but I always felt that Rap City was BET's answer because BET stands for Black Entertainment Television. Basically all Tyler Perry shit now, because I ain't watched BET in I don't know how long, but that's a whole different subject. But reviving Rap City to me is good. It's good for the culture. And first off, Rap City debuted in August of 1989 and it stayed on TV until November of 2008. Now, I don't remember the first three hosts because obviously I was born in 85, so y'all do the math, y'all put that shit together. But the first couple of hosts was Chris Thompson, Hans Dobson, and Prince Dior. I'm gonna be real, I don't remember none of them motherfuckers. So if any of y'all remember, please tell me who they is. Was they rappers? Was they DJs? Was they B-boys? Break dancers? Did they do graffiti? What did those three dudes do? Because I don't know who the hell they is. I might have to do my own research, my own self. But I do remember Joe Clair. Joe Clair and Big Les. If y'all don't know who Big Les is like a legendary hip hop choreographer. She was in LL Cool J's Round the Way Girl video, and she just did a lot. She definitely important and needed for the culture. So we definitely need to give Joe Clair and Big Les they flowers because they who I remember on Rap City. When I first started watching it, sitting down, with my uncles and sitting down, with my homies or going into another homie house just to see, what rap videos they had because see, Yo MTV Raps, they covered the mainstream of the hip hop culture, which ain't nothing wrong with it, but Rap City was more deeply rooted into the streets. So I like anything that's basically deeply rooted into the streets and that's where it come from. Because all in all, that's one of the elements of hip hop where it came from, the streets. But moving on, matter of fact, I gotta throw out there, Joe Clair, go on whatever, you use YouTube, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on. And look up some of his comedy stuff because he's a funny dude for real. If anybody remember BET Comic View, that was, BET's answer to Def Comedy Jam after they started, winding down. First host, I think, was Cedric the Entertainer and then DL Hughley. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. But moving on, Rap City in their prime years was with Big Tigger. Big Tigger came from, he was a Washington, D.C. Radio host, radio personality that basically got his big break bouncing around in the industry and bouncing around with BET till he became the main host of Rap City from 99 to 2005. That was more so around, my era of watching it. I used to basically run home just to see, who was going to be on the basement, who was going to freestyle in the booth, who had beef with who. Matter of fact, one of my favorite freestyles was now it's crazy how I remember this. It was Jadakiss. He was still bald headed. He had on a white T-shirt and he had a bandana made from a napkin, and he was just in the booth tearing it down off of the R&B beat at that. If anybody remembers Sunshine Anderson's "Heard It All Before," that was like the women anthem, one of the women anthems that I heard, coming up, that heard it all before shit, I ain't gonna sing the song because I ain't no woman and I just ain't doing it. But then we got Mad Links that wound up being the host only for 1 year. I ain't gonna lie, like after Big Tigger and Big Tigger with the Suit. Oh, by the way, they also had the Rap City Top 10 Countdown that came on every Saturday. I was glued to that. I was glued to anything that had anything to do with the culture, period. But Mad Links, he was mad corny. He was. Like, I don't know. I just felt like Nino Brown. Every time I saw him, I just felt like I wanted to get my Nino Brown out. Like, never liked you anyway, pretty motherfucker. But but after that, they had some dude, Jay Nix. I don't even remember because that was probably around the time I stopped watching. And then when they tried to revive the basement segment, and they had Q45, and I think even for a minute they had Memphis Hits as the host. If anybody remember him, he produced Huey's Pop Lock and Drop It. Yeah, but it just didn't sit right. It just wasn't cool no more. I wasn't feeling it. But they also had good segments in my hood where most of the rappers would go around, to their hood and perform and, just walk around and basically show that they was normal people. They had Throwback Thursdays where they would play, all the old school, videos, basically the forefathers that laid down this foundation called hip hop. And then they had Director's Cut, which it highlighted all of the upcoming music video directors and some of them that's already established. It showcased people like Little X, F. Gary Gray, and who I think is the motherfucking GOAT of all time as far as video directing, Hype Williams. Hands down, I will argue that all day. Also, I got to shout out another forgotten segment, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't forgotten by me. It was called BET Mad Sports. That was one of my influences of wanting to merge hip hop and sports together. I figured, like, damn, what could I do? So I got different influences on what made the Very Blunt Sports podcast because wasn't that athletic. I mean, I could have been if I put my mind to it, but I enjoy doing other shit. Yeah, that's a different subject. And I couldn't rap for shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't rap a gift. I'm gonna tell that all the time. That's just something that I never get into, but I always loved the music. But now that we got basically the hip hop portion and stuff out the way, also announced earlier today, that LaShawn Shady McCoy, he's signing a 1-day contract so he could retire as a Philadelphia Eagle. Now, just a little backstory on Shady McCoy. He was born in Harrisburg, PA. He went to Pittsburgh Panthers. He was the second round. In the second round, he was the 53rd pick. Excuse me for stumbling over my words. But now his college highlights. I said highlights. I ain't cutting none of this shit, just so y'all know. He was a 2007 Big East Rookie of the Year, 2-time first team All Big East, second team All American, and he was Big East Offensive Player of the Year. So he definitely had a good college career. Now we're going on to his NFL career. He was the rushing touchdown leader in 2011. 2013, he had the most rushing yards. He was the rushing yard leader, 6-time Pro Bowl selection. two-time first-team All-Pro, and he's a two-time Super Bowl champion. And what's weird about that was because last year he got his second ring with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They had wound up beating the Kansas City Chiefs, which ironically the year before that he got a ring with the Kansas City Chiefs. So I think he retiring pretty good. And then his career stats, over 11,000 rushing yards, 73 rushing touchdowns, close to 4,000 receiving yards, 16 receiving touchdowns. And throughout that whole span of a 12-year career, he played with the Eagles, the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Buccaneers. So you ask me, he's going out good. Definitely got to give him his flowers. I appreciated watching him, even though for the most part of his career, he was a Philadelphia Eagle, played for Philly, and I got the chance. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but I got the chance to watch him rush all over the historically fucked up, never really been too good Dallas Cowboy defense. Yeah, I said it, and that's my team. We was fucked up on defense for a while. It just is what it is. I mean, getting a little bit better, but at that time we was fucked up. But now we're about to move on to something that I call Taye's Picks. Now, every week, I'm going to be predicting who I think is going to win certain games, basically all the games on the NFL schedule. I might give you elaborate why they might win or why they might lose, or I might just be like, hey, fuck it, they going to win because they the better team, or this team going to lose just because they absolutely garbage. They suck, you know what I'm saying? So with the Thursday night game, we got kind of a snoozer. I don't even know if I really want to watch this game for real. Like, watch it in its whole entirety. I might do some shit like catch it in the fourth quarter and then act like I was watching the whole game. You know what I'm saying? But this don't do nothing for me. Jacksonville and Cincinnati, I mean, both teams is basically in the rebuilding process with their young quarterbacks, Joe Burrows and Trevor Lawrence. But I don't see Jacksonville winning the game to like maybe week 6. I mean, since they've been in the league, they had good moments, but it's been a lot of bad moments, a lot of losing seasons with them. And with basically how Cincinnati is playing right now, I think I'm gonna go with Cincinnati on the Thursday night football game. Now we got the Washington football team, and they traveling to Atlanta to go up against Matt Ryan and the Falcons. Now I picked the Falcons for this game, not even on the simple fact that the Redskins is in my damn. I say Redskins. I hope I don't get canceled, for being offensive to all this other shit. But I mean football team, the Washington football team. I'm not a racist, so don't cancel me. But the Washington football team is going to Atlanta. And they're going to go to Atlanta, and they're going to lose. Flat out. I don't believe in them beating Atlanta, even though Atlanta has a hard time of keeping the lead without blowing it. But I'm going to have faith in the A. You know what I'm saying? I hope that A-Town stomp them, for real, for real. And then we got Houston and Buffalo. Automatically going with Buffalo. They just a better team. They look better. It's about time like they ain't the laughing stock up here where I'm from. Erie, PA, stand up, 814. We up in here on YouTube. Oh, by the way, please continue to like, subscribe, and share to the channel. I thank y'all in advance. Now we're going on to Detroit and Chicago. By the way, 4 divisional games. Anybody that know me know that I love division games. It just brings out more excitement, the rivalry, the competitiveness. It brings it all out. So I'm definitely always on the lookout for that. Now, the historically known and historically bad Detroit Lions traveling to Chicago to go up against basically a team that don't know who they starting quarterback gonna be, and they're going up against a team who coaches basically incompetent. He don't know what he's doing as far as the time management. He doesn't know how to adjust basically to his young quarterback Justin Fields' needs. But all in all, I'm still going with Chicago to win this one. I really want them to pull it out. Detroit has probably maybe been known to maybe go to the playoffs like every 5 years and some crazy shit like that. But it ain't this year. It ain't this year. Now we got Carolina going to Dallas. This is our first home game. it's our first home game, and even though Carolina is doing real good, I think Christian McCaffrey is still out. And I'm confident in our new defense. I'm very confident in our offense. So I'm taking Dallas with that one. I'm taking Miami to go up against Indianapolis, even though Indianapolis is going to Miami. But I can't get behind Carson Wentz as a quarterback. He's playing on basically 2 sprained ankles. He's not going to last long. I don't know if he sabotaged his career or did the Eagles sabotage his career, but either way, his career ain't looking too good, and it ain't looking too good for the Colts, so I don't expect them to win. I got Cleveland over Minnesota. I'm always, I ain't gonna say always bet against the Giants because they in my division, but I'm taking New Orleans to beat them. I think New Orleans gonna bounce back. The Jets is just bad. I'm not gonna take them. I'm taking the Titans over them. I like what they got going on over there. Look for Kansas City to bounce back against Philly. Look for Philly to lose again. And I ain't just saying that because they in my division, but I don't even remember the last time Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs lost back-to-back games. So I'm definitely going with them. Now we got Arizona going to LA to go up against the Rams. I like the Rams in this one, even though Arizona is 3-0 right now. Both teams is undefeated. But in this division and in this game and in the game of life, there gotta be a winner, there gotta be a loser. So I'm going with the Rams. I like the new confidence that Matthew Stafford got. Basically for the Rams, it's Super Bowl or bust right now. And if they don't make it, the whole season was a bust. Some people would think that and consider that. Me personally, I really don't. Now we got Seattle and San Fran. I look for Seattle to bounce back. I do. I like Russell Wilson as a quarterback. They ain't got the same defense. The Legion of Boom or Legion of Doom or whatever, it's long gone. So I'm going with Seattle over San Fran. San Fran is a good team, but like I said, there's got to be a winner and there's got to be a loser. Like I said, y'all can follow my picks. Y'all can make fun of my picks. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about my picks, if I'm right, if I'm wrong, whatever the case may be. Thank y'all. Baltimore going to Denver. I'm going to definitely take Baltimore on that one. Now, we got a Super Bowl rematch with Pittsburgh and Green Bay. First, let me say this. I think this should be Big Ben's last year. He don't have nothing to really hold his head down about, but the simple fact of the matter is you're a 39, about to be 40-year-old quarterback. You're not as mobile as you used to be. Your offensive line sucks. Defense is pretty okay. Can't wait for TJ Watt to come back. He's one of my favorite players on the Steelers. And real quick, I said this to a couple Steelers fans. I said Ben was an elite quarterback that didn't get the elite quarterback calls. I mean, Ben used to really get fucked up out there. But if you was to hit Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, like how Big Ben used to get hit, probably you would have got banned from the league or something, or caught a major fine because it was like a no-no. You had to love tap those dudes, but I'm saying all of that to say this. I'm basically taking Green Bay, even though they fan base, I got a couple people that's fans of theirs that I love getting at. I love making fun of whenever they lose. They do the same thing to me because I'm a Cowboys fan, and in my city here, there's a lot of Cowboys fans, but there's a lot of people that don't like Cowboys. So, I mean, it is what it is. Now, before I go into the Sunday night game, I just want to highlight a division game. The Raiders and the Chargers. It's going to be in LA. Of course, that's Monday night. I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I'm gonna go with the Raiders to keep doing what they're doing. They're a different team. They're doing better. It's just the overall good feel for them. I mean, it's about time. Shout outs to my uncle Mount William. Shout outs to the big homie Champ. They Raiders fans. I know they watching right now. I know they liking and subscribing. Please continue to do so. But now we going on to Tampa Bay and New England. Man, this game has been hyped since last year because this is the first time that Tom Brady is going back to New England. He's going back to Foxborough. He's going back to Gillette Stadium. He's going back to the field and the team that he made. Even though Bill Belichick is a good coach, 6 Super Bowl rings, as a head coach and 2 as a coordinator. But Tom led the Patriots to 9 Super Bowl appearances and pulling off 6 rings. That's just him by himself. And then he went over and did the impossible. He made Tampa Bay Champa Bay. That just shows how one person could change the whole culture, the whole environment of something that'd make it go from losing to winning. And so with that all being said, it's kind of like a uncomfortable reuniting, because due to the stories that then came out, it's been said that Bill Belichick basically broke up with Tom Brady over the phone. He didn't want to face him. He didn't want to see him. It's like, I mean, that is fucked up, yeah. I mean, you would think that they would have more of a rapport with each other. You would think that it would be a lot better, if they was to part ways and the shit didn't have to go like that. But look out for Tom Brady to come in and try to scorch them. He's playing with a certain type of chip on the shoulder, like, y'all got rid of me because y'all said I was old, or nobody lobbied or tried to campaign and try to keep me. So instead of retiring, I felt I still got legs in my career. I still feel I got a nice throwing arm. I still feel that, I'm elite. Tom is the GOAT, whether if people want to accept it or not. Tom the GOAT Brady, and please be on the lookout for that episode of why I feel Tom Brady is the GOAT. But that game, the Sunday night game, is going to be hyped up. It's definitely going to be good. I'm picking Tampa Bay with that one. I think Tom Brady is going to go into this game with a different mindset. He's going to try to pick them apart. He knows what to do and what not to do against Bill Belichick. He knows that he's very cerebral. He's a mastermind, but so is Tom too. And it's just all around good football that's going to be played. It's just basically like you looking good and then you see your ex looking fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It kind of gives you that cocky feeling, kind of gives you that oomph about it, because when Tom Brady left, they was just looking for another Tom Brady. I mean, Cam Newton would never be Tom Brady, and Mac Jones would never be Tom Brady, but they wanted them dudes to adapt and go into the Patriot way. Obviously, Cam didn't fit in or didn't fit the scheme or whatever the case may be, but that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Those are the wrap-ups for the NFL for the Week 4. Please, pay attention, to the picks. Make your own picks. I'm going to keep track with mine and keep my records and keep my scoring and all of that other stuff. Before I head out, I just want to say once again, now I'm at 62 subscribers. That might be a small number to y'all, but I'm still growing. I'm still learning. The production is going to get better. Everything's going to get better. I just want y'all to keep staying put and keep enjoying this ride with me. Shout outs to my whole family in the Nubian Blaze. We got a lot of stuff that's coming out soon. A lot of different artwork, a lot of different music, a lot of different avenues and things that we're getting into. If you want some artwork done, please, hit up the Nubian Blaze fan page. Please hit up my Facebook page under Taye Dizza Adams. I'm also on Twitter at Taye2485. Same thing, my Instagram. Please continue to love. Please continue to show love. Please continue to support. Please continue to like, subscribe, and share. And anybody that wants to ask me questions, we're going to have an Ask Taye segment about sports. We're going to start doing that popping off. A lot of, I'm trying to line up some good interviews with people, trying to reach out to a couple people from the Erie Express football team. So if y'all watching this, y'all know how to get in touch with me. Or if you don't know how to get in touch with me, I'm on Facebook, and everything like that. I'm just trying to bring a different light to the city, just trying to bring something good with this merging of the hip-hop culture and the sports and everything that I do. I can't wait to sit down and actually have a couple panels. Jay Rastic, get at me. Shout outs to everybody that's doing the podcast, Trash Sports Takes, Gas Only. let's all, come together, basically build a conglomerate, but still be separate, but move as a unit when it comes to putting the city on the map and giving us everything that we want and need. More episodes will be uploaded soon. Like I said, I had to put this out there come hella high water because I promised y'all, even though I wasn't feeling too good past couple days and stuff is still going on, but we still gonna make it move. We still gonna make it go. Anybody got any suggestions, comments, concerns, ideas, please feel free to hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not standoffish or anything like that. We just want to create something beautiful up here in the Blaze Studios, no matter how many people try to hate or anything like that, because the love gonna always overpower that. And with all that being said, like I said, be cool, be safe, love yourself, love others, and in the name of sports, be competitive, and we